going on, crypto sports fans? My name is Clay Albright, and I am here today with David Pence of Whatsminer And today, David's going to share with us a little bit about, I guess we could call it almost the state of the union with Bitcoin mining. And I've had a lot of questions for him, and he's been extremely enlightening. And with that being said, talk to me about what's happening in the world today. We had the halving recently.
Yep.
What's going on with Bitcoin right now?
Yeah, so it's June of 2020. The halving was last month in May of 2020, so early in May. And so things kind of up in the air, what's going to happen, and is Bitcoin going to go to $1, is going to go to $1 million? And, you know, as you probably know, Bitcoin is the asset class that has the highest gain of any asset class in all investments. So if you invested in bonds or stocks or gold or Bitcoin, since January 1 of this year, Bitcoin's the king.
That's awesome.
Isn't that amazing?
It is, yeah.
So that's sort of the state of the union there. What if that was true like every year for the next 10 years? Oh, Bitcoin's the highest return you can possibly get.
What is the lifetime return? Is it like a 5,000?
Oh, the lifetime return.
It's insane, right?
I wish I had, sold them that pizza.
Well, yeah, right. So talk to me regarding Bitcoin mining and the vendors that are out there. I know we are Whatsminermicrobt.com. Who else is out there, and what's going on with their machines right now?
Well, that's great. And that's a great segue into the state of the union of Bitcoin mining specifically. So what has happened in the case of Whatsminer, Whatsminer was able to, the machines that they sold last year was the M20S majority. The M30S came out in December, was available in December, but 98% of what they sold in 2019 was M20S.
Right.
And that was about 30+% of the market share of all the hash rate that was installed in 2019 was MicroBT, was the Whatsminer. And that blows people away, because a lot of people think there's one big mega 800-pound gorilla, and then there's other people with 1 or 2%, 1 or 2%.
Right.
Which it has been that way in previous years. So this was a breakout year for 2019 was a breakout year for MicroBT. And so that continues today. They have the M30S, and now they have this M30S Plus. And then next month in July, they're having the M30S Plus Plus. So all awesome.
And those for you guys watching, the M30S Plus is 100
terahash machine.
100 terahash.
Stock in the air.
Right. Okay.
And it does have some headroom to be able to do some other stuff, which is pretty cool. So the state of the union with mining is this. The halving happens, and all of a sudden, the Bitcoin miners are getting paid half the Bitcoin a day that they were getting the day before. So, all the knockoffs to the king, which was the S9, they are worse than the S9, so they're kind of non-profitable anymore.
Right.
And the S9 is potentially profitable still today if your power is super low.
Okay.
So if you're paying 0 power bill, or if you've got some crazy 1 cent power bill or 2 cent per kilowatt hour power bill, you might be able to still make a profit on an S9. There are actually ways to run them. I've heard guys knocking them down to 700 watts a machine. They normally take, 1,300 or 1,400. So there's all kind of creative things that people are doing to try to keep those S9s profitable.
We're a long way from 13 or 14 terahash with those S9s, aren't we? I mean, that happened, it seems like it happened overnight, but it didn't. But
so there's
100 terahash.
There's 2 or 3 million devices that run the Bitcoin network today. So 90% of those devices from January 1 of this year until the next 12 to 24 months are going to be removed from the network because it's just slow.
That's true.
It's like, oh, well, why are we doing that? It's a waste. I can't believe it. Well, why'd you guys throw away 1 billion iPhones last year?
It's true. It's a lifetime of the phone.
It still worked,
right.
But it was old, it was slow, and
wasn't
so guess what?
Competitive anymore.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Exactly. So the state of Bitcoin mining today is that we believe, and we got into the Whatsminer because it's the best miner. It is, what's the best miner? And you can guess what the back of my shirt says. And I can tell you it says
Whatsminer.
It says that right there.
That's
okay,
right,
Whatsminer. Right. And we've been saying this for years, and a lot of people have been looking at us going, oh no, there's this brand, and they just got an infusion of money, and these guys just went public, and these guys just had a change of ownership or a change of the CEO. And let me tell you what, it has not been very good for certain organizations. And we have heard some stories. I'm going to tell you the state of the mining, the Bitcoin mining. We've got customers calling us, ordering 1,000 machines. And they're like, the last 1,000 that I ordered, Here's a couple of stories. I'm not going to name brand names, but I just want people to be educated that we ordered 1,000 machines. I heard this story literally yesterday.
Not Whatsminer, you're talking about
not
competitor.
Whatsminer.
Okay.
Whatsminer, you order 1,000 machines, you get 1,000 machines. They have a less than 1% failure rate. It's the best in the industry.
Boom, okay. That's big.
They have double the warranty of the next longest warranty manufacturer. And why can they do that? They can easily double their warranty because they don't have failures. Other people that have poor products, they can't double, triple their warranty because they're going to take them back, and it costs them a lot of money. Mm-hmm. So it's easy for MicroBT to extend their warranty and make it longer.
That's cool. I didn't know that. That's neat.
Yeah, they just did that this year.
Very good.
Yeah. So other manufacturers, some stories that we've heard of. Check around. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's right. It's on the internet. It was on the internet, so it must be true. Okay. These are not on the internet stories, I'm telling you. These are me talking to customers of ours who are like, I'm never buying this brand again, and here's why. So I'm going to tell you that we've had customers say, I received 1,000 miners from another manufacturer, and they were so broken in so much pieces when we pulled them out that we had to try to assemble. This one was missing this piece, this one was missing this piece. We assembled 200 good ones ourselves with hundreds and hundreds of man hours of work.
You said 1,000?
1,000.
Oh my gosh.
They got 200 working out of the 1,000. Now you might think, why didn't they just say, we're unhappy, we're going to send them back? Well, the reason they didn't send them back is because it took them 3 or 4 months to get the machines, which is the state of the union right now for all brands, including this brand. So they're already no money, no mining, money out of hand, wired 3 or 4 months ago. Hope I get my stuff.
That's a good point.
Hope I get my stuff. It comes in. There's a major problem. What am I going to do? Ask for the next batch? You know what that is? That's 3 or 4 months. Mm-hmm. So it's do what you can do to try to recuperate your losses.
Wow.
And if you want to, do whatever you got to do. But true story. And they're like, we're never going to buy these again. I'm like, okay, you're not the first person I've heard this from, by the way.
Right.
I've heard other people get machines where, and we're not talking about a guy who said, I got 4 machines and 3 worked and 1 didn't. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who have ordered 5,000 machines. This is a different story now.
Okay.
They were not in pieces. So different story. They worked. They were put into the racks, and it takes a long time to rack and stack 5,000 machines. And then 3 months later, the heat sinks on the hash boards inside, the glue fell off, and the heat sinks would fall to the floor of the unit. Not this unit.
Right.
Other brands. And when the heat sink falls off, the firmware is not designed to understand I don't have a heat sink.
No.
And so it tries to auto protect itself to some degree, some other brands, and it fried the cards inside the machine. So the machines are literally dead. They're literally dead. And we're not talking about 2%. We're talking about all of them. So you order 5,000 machines, and maybe you have 500 that work, and 4,500 machines are dead.
Oh my God.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
All right. Here's another story. We know people who have wired in excess of $1 million to companies that are not MicroBT. And
I don't want to hear the rest of this, do I?
And hey, it's a 90-day wait. It's a 100-day wait.
Yeah. You think
200-300 days later, silence.
Ooh.
You got $1 million. You're gonna get the machines? So there's issues. Now maybe it's COVID, maybe it's who knows what, but the reality is that it hasn't been like it has been in the previous years, where if you ordered a machine, I've had to wait 6 months for a machine before, but they told me I was gonna have to wait 6 months.
Sure.
So most of the time, promises have been kept with most of the brands. We order multiple brands over the years. Today we order these because they're the king, right? But in the past, we've ordered multiple brands, and they'd say, it's really tight right now, production's tight, we got a big order, you're gonna have to wait an extra month. And we knew it was 2 months or 4 months instead of 30 days or immediate ship. We knew it because they were told. But this is the first time in history that we've heard that there's millions and millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars of miners being ordered, and they're either falling apart, they're disassembled partially when they come, they're missing pieces, or they're just not coming.
Oh, wow.
And that's not BS. That is you know, don't believe me. Go check around. Call your friends. Do you know anybody who's ordered 1,000 machines in the last 6 months?
Right.
How many of them have gotten the order exactly on time, in working condition, and they've been running for more than 90 days, and the glue is still holding the machines together? I believe that it's not 100%.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's 90%. I believe that there's just certain issues. And the other thing is there are some other manufacturers out there that are not having issues. Not every manufacturer's having issues, but they're not keeping up with the times. This is a 100 terahash machine. It runs. I just pulled it off the line to bring it in here for this. There are manufacturers out there that are shipping 45, 50 terahash machines, and they charge just as much or more than this machine right here. And there's a lot of customers out there, they're like, I just bought 100 machines and they're 48 terahash and they paid more than this. This is like $2,500. They paid $2,700 for a 48 terahash machine, and you're like, from some XYZ brand, and they literally thought they bought some great stuff. Well, if you're buying brand new machines in 2020 and they're starting out at 48 terahash, your power better be free.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, here's another state of the union of mining. Good news is there are mining prices that are lower. It used to be that, you know, hey, if you were paying 6 cents a kilowatt hour for mining hosting, hey, that was a great deal, because other people were paying 7 or 8 or 9 cents. 6, 7, 8, 9 cents was 2 years ago. Okay, well, there's people that are finishing their they signed a 3-year contract and they're paying 7.5 cents. Right. Well, 7.5 cents is extremely expensive in today's world. So you can find, even if you have a small number of miners, and small to us is like 100. So anybody less than 100, we really don't deal with on a regular basis. That world, if I bought 4 miners and I'm a miner, I'm doing it out of my house, that world's over. It's industrial mining, it's commercial mining. You need to be putting in 100 miners at a time minimum. And you really ought to think about that too. I would really prefer customers that come to us are 1,000 miners at a shot. But if you're buying 1,000 miners at a time, then you want to put them somewhere, you want them managed or something like that, you know, you can get some power pricing that's doggone near half of what you were paying a few years ago. So if so if you're paying 6, 7, 8, 9 cents, then you might be able to pay 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5. You know, the highest you better be paying.
Cut in half right there.
The highest you better be paying is like 5.5 cents. If you're paying 5.5 cents, okay, that's still a pretty good price. How many miners you got? 100? Okay, realistic. You have 10,000 miners? You're not paying 5.5 cents unless, if you are, please call us. We will save you so much money.
Right.
You know, so if we have customers that call us and say, hey, I want to order 1,000 miners and I'm paying 7.5 cents or 6 cents and I'm coming off contract. I saw your video and you told me I could pay 3. Okay, 3 is, it's possible, but not that possible. But hey, I want to pay 4, 4.5, or 5. How many miners do I have to buy, and who's taking them in right now? It's changing all the time. Who has the availability? Who just took out 10,000 S9s? Did you catch them at the right time? Well, you might be able to plug in 3,000 of these or 5,000 of these.
That's right.
And if you'll plug in all 5,000 of these into the 10,000 space that they have with the S9s, they may cut you a heck of a deal. And we know a lot of these people, and when they're in and out, it changes every day.
Sure.
So in a way, we're becoming kind of brokers for our customers, where we know who's got what going on. Right. Happy to discuss.
Very cool. Extremely.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, and thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe below and don't hesitate to leave comments, and we'll see you next time.